What's going on, YouTube? How we doing tonight? Today we're gonna do 21 questions. What up? What up? I'm gonna answer 21 questions tonight. 21 credit questions tonight. So if you got a question, ask your question. All right. Wasn't able to do a live earlier today. Had a lot of things going on, but no excuses. We're gonna do one right now. What up, though? What's goody? What's goody? Hey, how you doing? Salute, salute. Reporting live from my second, third, or fourth office, whatever you want to call it when you're in the car. But yes, so if you got a credit question, ask your question. Of course, I will talk some about some things. Oh, by the way, I am going to be extending my deal that I had going on from the end of the month. We had such a great response from it. I know we had a lot of people who were still waiting on their refund checks and things like that. So they were asking like, hey, could I please extend it out? Please extend it out. Okay. Oh, $7.99 on TransUnion? Hey, let's get it. That's what I'm talking about, man. But I will be extending out the special that I have for the $9.97, $14.97, and $19.97 deals. I will be extending those out up until Friday, midnight Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to extend it out only until then. It will not be extended again. I'm only doing it because I know people are still waiting on their money, and just trying to make it as fair as possible. So those of y'all who are, who did ask about it and we told you no, we're going to extend it out now for you. So that gives you all more time to get it. Those of y'all who may have just missed it or may not even know about it, we are doing this special of $9.97 for the 120-day service. And that's for 5 accounts. 5 regular accounts. Doesn't include specialty items. Specialty items include bankruptcies, repossessions, child support, things like that. So if you want to get on the $14.97 plan, that plan right there is going to be for just 10 accounts. 10 accounts, no special items, just 10 traditional collections you might just had from credit cards or something like that. Little charge off. Okay. But the $19.97 includes 10 accounts, and that includes any account, student loan. It can be repo. It can be anything like that. It doesn't matter how much debt is connected to it. Doesn't matter as long as you have 10 accounts. So we do a lot of quotes for people where some of their quotes will be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 because they have so much debt. And, if you know anything about student loans and removing student loans, people say it's impossible to remove, but it's actually not. And so when people look at these prices, when you look at a price, let's say you have a $100,000 student loan and you say, okay, Jay, I got a consultation and your assistant Ashley told me that it was going to cost me $4,000 to get these student loans removed. And I just think that's ridiculous. And I say, okay, well, you got $100K in student loans, just go pay the $100K. If $4,000 is a lot for you, just go pay $100K. And, just let that be that. Well, I mean, I ain't saying that. But I mean, that's really what you're saying at the end of the day. You're saying that I don't want to pay $4,000 to get rid of it. I'd rather pay $100,000 to keep it. That's basically what it boils down to. And so if you look at oranges to oranges, apples to apples, what type of value you're getting, plus I'm letting you know that if I don't remove it, I'm going to refund you. It's just, there's no point in conversing more about that. It's a very simple process. You want us to do it or you don't want us to do it. Very, very simple. We're not going to debate about prices. We're not trying to be the lowest price. If you want the lowest price, I'm sorry, that's not us. You might get what you pay for. At least that we honor our word and do what we're supposed to do. Okay. So anyway, let's get some questions. Questions. See, will I close the collection with a zero balance that's 3 years old affects my credit profile much? Will a closed collection with a zero balance? Oh yes, that's definitely going to affect your score. Now, the only way in this scenario would it not affect your score, sir, would be if you had an open account. The account was still open and you had negatives back 3 years ago, but you have no negatives now. Because after 2 years, your negatives, your late payments, let's say that you had some late payments. After 2 years, those late payments do not affect your score anymore, contrary to popular belief. Okay? So if you went 2 years straight with on-time payments, then you would have good credit in that particular algorithm of the credit score. Okay, you had no other account that was your only account that was negative, then yes. But because it is a collection, that collection doesn't matter if it's 1 year, 2 year, 5 years old, it's still going to affect your credit. The only time that it won't is after it's removed. Because even after 7 years, people say that it falls off. It doesn't always fall off your credit, by the way. You can have a collection that's 10 years old, and if you don't do nothing about it, it's going to sit there. There are certain ones that will automatically fall off if the credit bureaus catch it. But if they don't, it can just sit there. And they can also keep recycling it or reselling it to where it can stay 7 more years. So that company will have it for, let's say, 5 years, and then they'll sell it to Portfolio Recovery, for an example, and they'll have it for another 5 years, and they'll sell it to somebody else, and they'll have it for 5 years, and so on and so forth. Okay, so it's very, very important that you get that collection off, whether you do that yourself, through a different company, you want us to do it. I'm not biased to anything. I'm just letting you know what the real is, okay? So that is definitely going to affect your score. It doesn't matter if it's zero balance or if you have a $10,000 balance, it's going to affect your score. Now, when it comes to home buying, there are a lot of builders, there are a lot of banks that will let you go even if you have a collection. And most of the time, they want your collections to be under $1,000. Okay, if it's under $1,000, a lot of these banks will let that slide where you don't even have to pay it. They'll just let it slide. You ain't got to do nothing to it. But if it's over $1,000, then a lot of times they'll want you to pay that or get it removed before you can close on your house. But if it being a zero balance, one thing about zero balance collections is like, okay, it must be your debt because you paid it off. It's just still in your credit report. So another thing that's contrary to popular belief, it's actually easier to remove a collection that you owe money compared to one that you don't owe money. Okay. And that sounds very weird, but once you pay it, it's like they've already verified you paying it. They probably can track your bank account number of how you paid it, your credit card number of how you paid it. And so any type of dispute, because keep in mind, when you're doing a repair, expungement, a sweep, whatever, doesn't matter. You're still basically claiming that that particular file is not yours in so many words. And so if they can track all of that back to you, then it's like, okay, why would somebody steal your identity? Or why would somebody take your, a credit card out of your mailbox, use it, and then pay it off in its entirety? Maybe pay it off to keep it kind of going, but pay it off in its entirety? Probably not. Okay? So it makes it a lot harder when you have them paid compared to when you don't. The only time, ladies and gentlemen, you should pay your collections is if, you're trying to close on the house and, those companies are actually going to give you a pay for deletion, and they're going to give it to you in writing before you pay it. Very, very important. If you're not getting it in writing, that they're going to take it and take it off your credit report, then even if you pay it, after that money's gone, it's gone. So they can just say, oh, we're not going to do nothing. And they say, oh, I don't know who told you that on the phone, but that's not what we do. And now you've already spent that money with the hope of having that removed off your credit, and now it's going to stay on there because you didn't get it in writing. So it's null and void. Doesn't matter who you spoke with. And you all know out there, I don't care if you called AT&T, okay? You call somebody, talk to somebody, a rep on the phone, and that rep will tell you one thing, and then you'll go call an hour later, 15 minutes later, or a day later, and another rep will tell you something totally different. And you be like, hold up. I just called an hour ago. I just called yesterday, and this lady told me, well, sir, I'm sorry. That ain't what we don't do that. Y'all ever had that before? I promise you, every person has called somewhere, and you called a second time, and you were told two different things. And so that's why you cannot go by that. You've got to get something in writing. When it comes to you spending your money and it comes, you get something off your credit, especially, you got to get that in writing, or you're just going to be shooting yourself in the foot. Okay. Anyway, back to more questions. I'm sorry. I spent so much time on that question, but, yeah, I want to get the full answer for you. Okay. Thanks again for all your work. No problem, Hank. No problem. 789. You balling right now, boss. Shout out to Hank with the 789. Thank you for allowing us to fix your credit, bro. Is it hard to remove an open account? Derek Duncan. It depends on the type of open account that it is. There are certain open accounts that when people want me to remove an open account, I'm like, yes, that is possible to remove it. But if you're constantly, especially if you are a person who has a lot of late payments on an account that's open, okay, that makes it that much harder. If you want it gone, you cannot keep missing the payment on the account. If you want it gone off your credit, doesn't mean that you have to that you automatically stop paying it. Okay? Because you may want to get it off your credit for you to make some other moves financially. Whatever that move might be. Might be getting another car because you got too many cars on your credit. Might be getting another credit card. You got too many credit cards on your credit, and they won't allow you to get another one. But you just can't be going and missing payments trying to get something new. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna keep ties to the credit bills, because it, like, that missed payment is such a big thing. They're gonna report that like really, really fast, and you can't really block the missed payment. You know what I'm saying? You can't just block it from being a part of your profile unless you're saying the whole entire profile is not yours. It's like completely fraudulent at that point. You know what I'm saying? And so without getting yourself in trouble, then it's just not good to keep missing the payment if you want it off of your credit. But it is possible, to answer your question. It's definitely possible to get rid of it, where you just want to do something else with your credit. Let's see. Is it true that once you are a part Amex, that the rest of the credit checks are soft pulls? Are you talking about as far as like getting credit line increases? Is that what you mean? Or are you talking about like every time you apply for a credit card? Because if you're talking about every time you apply for a credit card, that is not the case. You will get an inquiry every time you apply. But if you already have an Amex and you're trying to get an increase on your Amex, Amex will do, just so you know, they'll do 3 times of what they actually gave you. They'll do 3 times, but not for another card. Not for another card. That's not true. Because I have 1, 2, 3. I either have 4 or 5 Amex cards right now, and every Amex card I've got an inquiry on. So definitely not true in that case. All right. Let's see. Let's see. If I was to dispute a bankruptcy, am I supposed to freeze LexisNexis, then write the bankruptcy people? You can freeze LexisNexis, but I wouldn't necessarily write the bankruptcy people. I would write the credit bureau, not the bankruptcy people. Just because I would let the credit bureau send it to them I know everybody likes to send direct letters to them and they track the letters and all that kind of stuff straight to that particular company. But I would rather you go and do it with the actual credit bureau themselves. Now, the reason for that is because they're going to do an investigation and they're going to send everything to them. And now, let's say they even come back and they say it's been verified. All right. Now, they come back and say it's been verified. You have to tell them, like, how was it verified? Because that company hasn't mailed you nothing. They haven't sent you any proof. So they can't just say it's verified. They have to give you proof that it's verified. So a lot of people, when they're doing their credit, even if you're doing credit repair yourself, a lot of people get discouraged about oh, it's been verified. Verified does not actually mean verified. This goes for everybody out there. That's not what verified means. Verified doesn't mean that it's actually accurate, even though your credit report will say this has been verified as being accurate. It is not verified as being accurate because there's been no proof shown. In order for it to be verified, they got to give you physical proof. They got to mail it to you. They got to show you. Now, to the credit bureaus, they do all that electronically. They do an electronic verification. And so that's the way they're able to get that to you a lot of times pretty fast on those answers. Okay, because think about it now. You write a letter to the credit bureaus. Let's say that letter gets there in a week. Okay, and then after they get that, they have to send a letter. If they sent the letter, say that for example, they had to send a letter all the way across like 10 states to some other company, and then they got to send that letter all the way back to the credit bureau and all that. They're not going to do that. They do everything electronically, okay, to save time. But what happens with that is not really them giving documentation. They're just like, oh, is this accurate? Yes, it's accurate. Okay, then they write up on your profile thing, on your little paperwork that says your dispute profile thing, and it says, oh, verified as accurate. And then you say, oh, man, this ain't coming off my credit because it's verified as accurate. That don't mean nothing. All that is to stop you from fighting your credit. How can we stop you from writing letters? How can we stop you from trying to get this off your credit report? Let's get you discouraged right now. Sorry, a little pop-up. Let's get you discouraged right now and stop you from fighting to fix your own credit. Let's stop you from fighting from fixing your credit. That's what they do, you know? So, sorry, I'm looking through questions here. Let's go back up. I got a lot more here popped up. Up. But yeah, don't write them. Write the credit bureaus, Donald. Shep, what up, Shep? Keith Shep, my boy. OJ, man, I need help with Equifax. They suck. They won't delete anything. Yeah, I think that Equifax is everyone's Achilles heel. I mean, we're all, and if anybody tells you different, they're probably lying out their teeth, man. Everyone in the credit industry, I don't care if you do celebrity credit repair, whatever you're doing, Equifax is the Achilles heel. And so we're all doing different things and different strategies to get things off Equifax. Now, lately, Equifax has been booming for the most part. You know, we've had a few hiccups on some Equifax, but lately we've had a couple of Experian accounts that's been kind of the hookup, and we've been getting Equifax clear for the most part. So it's been kind of crazy, man. Look, Keith Shep, yes sir, Equifax sucks. Yeah, they they are definitely a problem. But it's been shifting lately for some of the Experian accounts too. So just off of personal experience. But yeah, we're all doing different things to alleviate the Equifax problem. But it's right now it's part of the game. It's just like, you know, finding different things that work. So there's no like one size fits all thing for Equifax. It's Equifax to the hard bill to remove stuff. Yes. Hey Jay, which route is better? Dispute by mail, return receipt, online or fax? Okay, Kale Slater. Um, I used to do faxes for Experian. I used to fax in for Experian. Right now, because they've been blocking a lot of the faxes, and a lot of faxes haven't been getting the right responses. For me, I just track it straight to them through mail. Now, of course, it's slower that way. It's a slower process that way, but it prevents me from having to try to scan and paper getting jammed and you know, not really knowing if it went through or not sometimes, even though it says okay. Um, you know, so for me personally, I don't fax to any bureau at all. Not one. I don't do any faxes whatsoever to this day. I haven't done faxes now, since I haven't done faxes since 2017. No, 2018. Sorry, 28. I haven't done faxes 2018. So I only write straight to the bureaus for that part. Okay. Let's see. Next question. Should I notarize my letters, or is that overkill? And what is the proper ID proof that does the ID have to match the address? No, the ID does not have to match the address. You can have a different address, but you need to have also, you want to have proof of your residence. So even if your ID doesn't show that address, the best proof is a utility bill. The second best proof is a bank statement. All right. But first, the number one best way is a utility bill. Utility bill has your name on it. It's the water bill, it's the light bill. It has the address on it. That's the fastest way to verify your address. Let me see. And should you notarize your letters? You definitely should notarize your letters. If you can. And there is no such thing as overkill, by the way. But yeah, ID, utility bill, and Social Security card are the preferred ones. You can do birth certificate and all that as well, but and passport as well. But just having that trifecta of driver's license or ID, utility bill, and Social Security card is the best. Hey, what's up, Jay? Love your channel, bro. Will AU still work with the new FICO 10 scoring system? That's a good question, Steve. I really won't even know that, to be honest, until it actually comes out. I've just been reading different things on it. It's still gonna be it's gonna be a factor, but I don't know how big of a factor it's gonna be. Like how much is it going to affect the score compared to now? And I don't think it's gonna have too crazy of an effect, because keep in mind now we already have a lot of FICO scores now. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, we're using like FICO 8. Some people are using FICO 9 right now, but we have so many different scoring models right now. And from Fair Isaac to the FICO 9 right now, they've still been calculated. So I don't see this being any different, but I can't say that without a shadow of a doubt until it actually comes into play. All right. Let's see. Why for business credit card, they say why you don't need a Paydex score to get business credit cards. You only need a strong credit profile and personal guarantee to receive business credit cards. Okay. For truck driver, that's not completely true. Now, if you're going with the traditional business cards, like for an example, the Amex Platinum business card. I have an Amex Hilton business card. I have a Discover business card. For those particular cards, you have to have a personal guarantor. It's basically looking at your personal credit. But there are a lot of other credit cards that don't use your personal credit at all. So there's a mix. So if you want to find ones that actually only deal with business credit, you got to make sure you actually have business credit, though. If you don't already have business credit, you're not going to get it. So you're going to first have to establish some business credit. Now, I do help people establish that. But you can also go online and find different research things like whatever, and go through trial and error, and um, you know, build up your business credit that way. I do a whole program for it, but you got to build up more experiences with your credit, with your business credit. And the way you build experiences is you got to go through people who are going to report to the credit bureaus for you, to the business credit bureaus for you. If they're not reporting to the business credit bureaus, it's not helping build your business credit. Then you can actually get credit through your business without using your social security number. But until that time, you can use a personal guarantor. And, if you wanted to do it that route, you can. And then, in 2 to 3 years after using it through a personal guarantor, then you can just have it. You can just get all the credit you want, through your business without having that personal guarantor. But if you need a truck, I can help you get a truck. Yeah, if you want it for a truck, I do truck driver. I do lease equipment financing. I am an equipment finance specialist, so I can help you get a truck if that's what you're trying to. If you're trying to get that, I can definitely help you get that. Help you get equipment, truck beds, all that kind of stuff, 18-wheelers, but and cash too. Help you get some cash. But if you're looking for like credit cards, you're gonna have to wait or build your credit. All right. Could you explain Metro 2? I don't even know what Metro 2 is. What are you talking about with Metro 2? You talking about on the business credit side? Hey, Brenda, how you doing? My score is 541. Can you help? Pristine McLean. I most possibly can. But here's one thing that... Let's see. No, we lost some of our viewers there. But for the 541 question, hopefully you're still here. Personally had that question. So there's one thing I just want to address about credit scores. Now, you can get your credit fixed and your score can go down. You can have a 541 right now, get everything cleaned up off your credit, and your score be a 520. So don't look at your score as the basis of you really having good credit or bad credit and all that, because you can just have, no open accounts, or you can have all closed accounts, but nothing new open, and have a 500 score. You can also be a person who's got 25 negative accounts and be at a 500 score. You could just not have enough established credit and be at a 530. Okay? So, or you can have high credit card utilization and be at a 580. So your score itself doesn't tell me the whole entire picture of your credit. Also, that score itself doesn't necessarily mean you have bad credit. And so if I was to say, okay, I can get your credit score up when I repair it, then I would be lying to you, because I don't know your credit. And that's why I do consultations, is because I have to know the whole entire profile. I got to know exactly what's going on, why the score is this. Now, if I look at your credit and I say, okay, you've got 5 open accounts that are in good standing, but the reason why your credit is 541 is because you've got, 9 charge-offs, and we need to get these removed, and these 37 increase we need to get off your credit. And so once we do that, as long as you keep those 6, 5, whatever accounts still open in good standing, yes, your score is going to go up into the high 6s, maybe the 7s. Okay. And then you might say, okay, after that, you want to add some authorized users to get it up some more. Then yes, we could do that. But I don't know if you follow what I'm saying right now, but for the people who just automatically say that, this is why you got to, it's messing me up right now because it's pissing me off. Okay. This is what pisses me off. And it's not your question. It's just what I see in the industry. Okay. So I see I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I'm looking at all this stuff, all these videos, how to get an 800 credit score now. Yo, hit me up if you want a 700 credit score, bro. DM me. I'm gonna get you 750 real fast. Like, these folks be lying. They straight up lying. I'm gonna fix your credit. You can be 700. Look, let's do basics, okay? You came into this world when you were born. You came naked, baby, right? When you started your credit, there was nothing on there. It was naked. It was a baby. Did you start at a 700 score? If the answer is no, you didn't start there. You can't expect to automatically be at 700 when you clean it up. It's just not mathematically possible that 100% of people who get their credit fixed is going to be at 700 credit score. It's not. That's why I show screenshots of people who have a 630, whose scores went up from 500 or 489 to 600, or 689 or 489 to 584. I showed that because people are like, oh, why he showing that? That's not impressive. They only had 500 credit scores, but you don't see the improvement of where they were before. That person can be completely done with their profile, completely fixed, no negatives, and be at a 500. And you're like, man, how is that possible? Because you didn't start there. You didn't start at 7. You can't be expected to be at 7, especially if you don't have any open accounts. You don't have no open accounts in good standing. They have no history. How can you just automatically expect to be at a 735 or a 789 and you have no history? That's good. Doesn't make no sense, right? So just be careful when you're seeing all these claims about 700, I'm gonna fix your credit and you're gonna be at a flat 700. No, nigga, you lying. No, woman. No, stop. I know that's whoever told you or whoever taught you about credit. That's what you say to get clients. You don't have to lie to get clients. Be honest and you'll get clients. But they do all of that crazy, emotional, stupid stuff to get people to send them their money when they know they cannot provide what they're saying. And now go ask them for a refund. You ain't getting that money back. that money ain't coming back. Yo. They might put you on ghost. Might not ever see you again. So it boggles my mind. Like, if you go right now, man, if you go on Instagram right now and just do hashtag credit repair and just scroll down and see all the people proclaiming you can be a 700 credit score, they don't know what they talking about. They might have had 3 clients to get to 700, and now they think every client gonna be like that. They still wet behind the ears. They don't know nothing about credit yet. They just getting their feet wet. And so it's easy for a person to get into the music industry and sell their soul to make music. It's easy for a person to get into credit repair and sell their soul to get you to send them some freaking money. It's easy. Oh man, I can do this. I can make money. Oh shoot, let me sell my soul real quick and tell all these freaking lies just to get some freaking money. That's what they do. They say, oh, I didn't know. No, they knew. They knew they couldn't do what they were supposed to do. They knew whatever company they working with can't do what they're supposed to do. They knew that. But they tell all this misinformed stuff. There is no 100% credit repair, credit expungement, credit sweep, credit guru, credit whatever they want to do. There is no 100%. Can you be high percentage? Yes. But to say you 100%, I automatically know to stay away from you. Automatically know to not endorse you. Because you full of crap, man. And I know that some people actually watch me. And they use fake accounts to comment. I know they do. I've seen it. I've tracked it. Seriously. Because they don't want anybody to expose what they're talking about. They don't know. Oh man, I got this credit MLM company, man. It's going to help you. It's going to do this. It's going to do that, man. I got, the FES company, and I got this, and all these different things popping up. Man, look, I got my econ credit repair company thing, man, and they fixing credit. Man, they ain't fixing no credit, man. Stop lying. Stop lying. They ain't fixing no credit, man. They got you writing the letters yourself. All those companies is basically having you paying $100 a month to give you the letter to write your dang on self. And they sell you on that crap. Oh man, sign up. You're going to get your credit repaired. No, you're going to be fixing your own credit. So you paying them $100 a month to fix your own credit. You know what I'm saying? But, not going to sit here and act like, I didn't have that urge to try. I could drop a video right now and be like, yo, you will get an 800 credit score today. Click this video. You get an 800 credit score. You don't see that crap. I never even posted no 800 credit score video. I can post one. I know it probably do numbers. I know I'll make some YouTube ad money off posting that. People are like, ooh, 800 credit score. I want that. But how am I going to post that and be honest about it? Now, if I get something to where I know for a fact can produce an 800 credit score, like right now, I'm working on a plan with a partner of mine to help people get an authorized user on black cards. Like real talk, to get you as an AU on a black card is a waiting list. But after you get an authorized user on the black card, you can get any credit card you want, because they're going to send you the credit cards. Now, I ain't talking about no pre-authorized, no pre-approved crap. They will mail you literal credit cards that are already ready to use when you're an AU on a black card. That video may be coming soon once I get all of the details and I know it works. But I'm not going to sit here and put anything out there just because it's going to do numbers. Just because, it's something people might, it's clickbait. People will click on it. But who cares about people clicking on it if you lying? There's no point. You just lying for no reason. Just to get a little bit of dollars and have your name be SHIT. You care more about money than you care about your name. And that just says a whole lot for a lot of y'all who might be out there watching right now who are in that industry. I'm sorry, but I got to call you out, man. Anyway, back to questions. How do credit agencies communicate with the furniture? Oh, actually, just talked about that, actually. Hey, Jay, is it pretty hard to remove a bankruptcy from a credit report? It is one of the most difficult things to do, but it's not impossible. It just takes a little bit more time, especially for Equifax, to get off, but it can be removed. What up, New Start? What is the best way for someone to build credit with high lines? If you have a clean profile with nothing on it, if higher limits is the mission. All right, you got a clean profile with nothing on it. First thing you need to do is put something on it. That is primaries. I do not have any primaries that have history. I have been approached by probably in the last year, I've probably been approached by about 30 to 40 companies when it comes to primary trade lines of history. But because I was burned, and I burnt some clients because I told them and it reported for me. I had somebody actually have, they basically hit me up on the phone, called me on the phone, talked to them for a good time. They said, look, we're going to have this primary trade line that has 2 years of history, report to your credit. And then once it reports, that's going to prove to you that it reports. And then if you want, you can bring clients over. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me do that. So I let them take my information. Within about 2 weeks, that primary reported to my TransUnion report ASAP. Then it reported to my Equifax. And I was like, oh, shoot. Okay, that's what's up. Now, I was like, look, okay, how much are these primary trade lines? She told me it was going to be like, $500 or whatever the price was at that time. Let's say it was 500. And I'm like, cool. Well, if you charging 500, I can charge 800. That's just capitalism. Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and post a video because I started seeing it post for myself. And so let me go market it to people that follow me because I'm now seeing it for myself. Now, once I did that, I paid the person the $500, whatever, and none of those trade lines ever posted. None of them. None of them. I had to refund clients back the full 800 or plus more. There's different ones we had because that person burned me and didn't have any of those things report. So now anybody who hits me up now, I don't believe them. They got to show me like, I got to see that ish report for months and months and years or whatever before you convince me to convince my followers or my subscribers or anybody who trusts my opinion to put it out there. So right now, I don't have no primaries with history. I do have primary trade line videos. You might have seen them already. I have a primary trade line playlist. It's on my page. If you want to watch that, I have links to get those trade lines. But right now, I don't have any primaries because I don't trust anybody in the industry right now. I got to see somebody face to face. I got to fly to them and shake their hand. I need to see what building they're doing business out of before I have thousands of people decide to pay me for some primary, because people have been waiting for me to post some with history. And before I have 1,000 people lined up to do that, I need to know without a shadow of a doubt that they're going to post. So I don't deal with none of them. And just putting that out there. I don't have any, zero. I wish I did though, but these people don't be telling the truth, man. Let's see, I have about 20,000 in my own primaries with Navy Federal. Keep giving $500 credit limit. Why Navy keep giving $500 credit limit? All right, so Donald Harris, it's not about just you having that 20K line already. It's about your whole entire profile. Like, what else do you have? Like, we just had a client today. He got 7,600, I believe, Ashley. Was it 76 or 7,500? I forgot what he got for Navy Federal. But he got like 7,500. And of course, I try to give most of my clients 20 to 25K. But I got him other, 10K cards with other companies. 10K cards, 5K cards, a couple of another 10K cards, stuff like that. But I've only had a few clients that I've done who got a $500 limit with Navy Fed. And those people that I did the applications for, I didn't build the profile. I didn't help the profile at all. I didn't clean their credit. I didn't add the AUs. They didn't get a consultation. They just wanted me to do credit card applications for them. And so when it happens like that, and I will do them for a person if they ask me to, but if I'm not helping you build the profile, I cannot guarantee you any money. Okay? Especially, it don't matter who is with, Navy or whoever, it doesn't matter. And so, let's see. Capital One always pulls all three. That is a fact. Is it easy to remove the increase on business credit cards? I got denied for. It's easy to remove any increase, whether you got denied or approved. Except for, there are a couple of exceptions. Like my Jewels Club. My Jewels Club will close your account even if I remove the inquiry for some reason. That's the one I'm having a little bit of a hiccup on. But I can remove pretty much any other inquiry without closing the account. No matter if you got the inquiry yesterday or not. Doesn't really matter. Let's see. Took me a while. I've been burned a couple of times. Facts. I'm sorry, James, man. I'm sorry. My bad. Cold world, man. Yeah, it's real out here. Like, we all been burned, man. Like, it ain't no, like, and it's different when you're burning yourself compared to when you're burning people that trust what the hell you're telling them to do. Okay, I'm gonna put my faith in you and trust you, and then what can I do? I have to still, like, if a person's paying me, they don't give a crap about who I paid to have that primary post or whatever. All they care about is like, Ninja, I gave you the money, so give me my money back. So I had to give all of that back for that. You know what I'm saying? And so it's real, bro. James Lee said, I'm watching you from Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Oh wow. Hey, that's what's up, man. I didn't know I was over there. What up? What up, though? I gotta travel, man. I gotta come over to Amsterdam. What's up? I appreciate your straightforward approach. You move like your name means. Salute. You said, I heard Cat 1 closing them too if you remove them. I haven't had any problems with closing of Capital One. I've had Capital One fight a little bit more than other companies, but I haven't had them close an account yet. Let's see. Navy Fed have their own credit scoring system between 100 and 450. You have to find out what score they gave you to get that higher limit. Jimmy B Gaming. That's good knowledge right there, bro. Navy Fed is the ish. Going for the Amex card in August will be my third card. Hey, New Star, I just got that back last August or last July. I got that Amex. So I got 3 now. I'm trying to get that 4th one here. The end of this month, I'll get that 4th one. Any credit pair deals on profiles? Building up profiles. Oh yeah, OJ, if you hit us up, man. You know, there's always a special something I'll do for that. So we got to figure out exactly what you need. But there will be no specials on ink removals though, like forever. Never ever. There will never ever be any specials on ink removals. So if anybody's waiting on that, there's no point in waiting because I'm never going to do one. No more inquiry specials. Man, I'm watching you. Yep. ATL checking in. Been watching Jay since he had the 3 Series BMW. Hey, oh, that's still over here, bro. That's actually, let me cut my lights on. If you can, let me see if I cut my lights on. Hold on, cut my lights. Let's see. Headlights on. There we go. I don't know if you can even see that over there. Actually, let me see if I can flip it over. Yeah, I still got that too. I ain't get rid of that. I still got that. Let's see. Hold up. I know it's kind of dark. 1 second here. But can you see right there? You see right there? That's my BMW right there. So it's still around. It ain't going nowhere. All right. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. But yeah, I appreciate you rocking with me, man. Thank you for rocking with your boy and watching, subscribing, man. Appreciate that. Let's see. So I got 25K Navy Federal Flagship card. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. That flagship is the joint. Make sure you go get that. What is it? TSA pre-check, so you can get that money back, because they give you that money back for that, or get that global entry, man. If you haven't already, whatever you spend on that global entry or that TSA pre-check, they give you that money back on that card, statement credit. So don't miss out on that. If you already got it, get it for your wife or for your kid or something like that. But don't miss that money. He said, "Nah, I just need Equifax beat up." Oh shoot. Oh man, yeah. Somebody send something to Equifax, man. We got 100K on Equifax. Like Roddy Rich got 100K on Zimmerman. We got 100K on Equifax, man. Somebody hit him up for us. All right. Let's see. Jay, you teach all the gyms, and on the inquiry course, no holding back the sauce. Oh yeah. I don't hold back. I don't hold back, man. So if you got my course, And I do a one-on-one course. My one-on-one course is $7,500, ladies and gentlemen. $7,500. I will teach you credit sweeps, credit expungement, credit repair, all the ins and outs. I'll give you all the sauce. If you see by his comment, I give away all the sauce, like I don't leave nothing out. I give you all the drip. And so if you understand this industry, if you understand the credit expungement or credit repair, do you know, like, if you got 1,000 clients paying you $99 a month to fix their credit, just for fixing credit, 1,000 clients at $99 a month, 100 clients at $99 a month. If you did some credit sweeps, credit expungements, and you charged, let's say you just charged $1,000, you got 10 clients, that's $10,000. If you charge 500, 20 clients, that's 20 grand. I'm sorry, that's 10 grand. So if you look at that and you got testimonies of people getting their credit repaired by you, now those 20 clients turn into 50 clients, 50 more clients, 50 times 500, or 50 times 1,000, 50 grand. But if you look at, okay, I got to pay Jay $7,500 for 5 hours of his time, because it's going to take 5 hours for me to teach you. 5 hours of my time. That's how much. This ain't just no letter stuff. This ain't no, nah. We go deep. And so that's why it costs. And I was charging 15 grand for the same thing last year. 15. I brought it down to 7,500 so I could help more people get it done. You're not my competition. If you're watching me right now, you're in the credit repair industry. We're not competitors. I don't compete with you. People who watch me may not like you. People who watch you may not like me. See, you can't possibly have all the clients yourself. Even if you're watching this to train yourself on fixing credit yourself, there's no need to bash any other like credit repair guy out there. Like, I don't bash anybody. I just hate the lies. But I don't bash anybody who's doing well. I don't bash anybody who's helping people. You know what I'm saying? I don't have competition. That's why it's so easy for me to endorse another person who's doing credit. Because it doesn't move anything for me. It doesn't take away from me. It adds to me. Like, people right now, they're mad because LeBron James wants to teach other people who playing basketball how to be better. People are like, well, Jordan didn't do that and whatever like that. That don't matter. He wants to teach other people because he's secure in himself. I'm secure in myself to be able to teach other people how to do this game and how to build a business from it and doing it the right way. So if you want, yes, it costs $7,500. That price, it ain't gonna change. Like, I've already changed it from $15,000 to $7,500 from last year to this year. And so it ain't changing no more. So if you want that game, like, to be honest, I'd pay that $7,500. Like, you might have a profile that might cost $3,000 to fix. Forget that $3,000. I'll pay $7,500 to learn the whole entire game. If you got it. I have clients who've paid $7,500 just to fix their credit. Fix it in 60 days. They need it done in 60 days. I got done in 60 days for them to buy a house. But they want it done real fast, so they had a lot of crap, over 50 accounts. But that was like $8 grand. Guys, do you understand there are doctors and lawyers who make $300,000, $400,000, $500,000? They don't give a crap about spending $10,000 to fix their credit. A lot of people who make a lot of money got bad credit. Yeah, 50. Bro, it was like 54 accounts. It was crazy, man. It was man. I think Ashley was pissed off about that, and she was like, "What in the entire?" Yeah, you finished that. So, yeah, I mean, if you can get the right market, the right clientele with this credit business, and like you might only be fixing credit for doctors and lawyers. Like right now, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at like, yo, I need to find some more doctors, lawyers, high-end individuals who don't mind spending $8, $5, $10,000 to fix their credit. It's just, yeah, exactly. It's too much food out here, bro. It's just way too much. Like, there's nothing that threatens me about you learning something that I know. You're going to pay me for my time, though. Let's be clear. But you knowing it, look, man, I want you to have all the success. I want to give you all the connections. Give me one shout out, though. Just one. You know what I'm saying? Give me one shout out somewhere. Tag me somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to my boy Jay. Teach me the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a little respect. You know what I'm saying? Respect. But other than that, like, besides respect, I'm not threatened. Go out here and kill it. Make more money than me. I got Forex students, and I teach Forex. If y'all don't know, I teach Forex. And by the way, my Forex is $1,000 a session. $997 a session to learn. Okay? And that price is about to go up to $2,500 a session because my time is just getting very, very limited. But it costs $1,000 a session. Look, my student, my highest paid student is at 8 figures. 8. I don't make 8 figures, but he's at 8 figures. Oh, James, you didn't know that? I've been teaching Forex now for 7 years. I was teaching Forex before it was cool. Before there was any MLM Forex companies. Before anybody tried to recruit you and show you all these screenshots and them making fake money and them showing you demo screenshots and all that. I had over 200 students before there was anybody who knew what Forex was. But my highest paid student is at 8 figures. 8, not 7. 8. Do you think I'm threatened by? I love the fact that my ninja makes 8 figures. I'd be excited. I'd be like, hey, bro, what's up, man? What you make today? I'm not threatened by his success. I'm not threatened because he makes more money than me. I'm proud. I want you to learn something from me and go out here and kill it. I got people who don't send me not $1. I don't get $1 from anybody. The people who watch me right now on YouTube have never bought a service from me ever. But from my knowledge, they bought a car. They got credit cards. They closed on a house. They bought their wife a house. Their scores went up 200, 300 points just because they watched. Everybody can't say that, though. Everybody can't say that. Anyway, make sure I didn't miss no questions. Why Wells Fargo is so tight with offering people ish? I heard they used to be Freedman's Bank and took all the black folks' money back in the Frederick Douglass days. Oh man, you going real deep, man. You going real deep. Yeah, they always been tight, man. I don't even deal with Wells Fargo. I don't even have a bank account with them. Like, I stopped messing with them like years ago, like over 10 years ago. I stopped messing with them altogether, bro. You know. Let's see. Think about what you can do when you get that clean credit. Crazy things. Like, yeah, man, it's ridiculous. Like, people get mad when they hear stuff like, I charge $50 per inquiry and you gotta do 5 minimum. And like, man, well, that's crazy. I know somebody do for 25. Well, dude, why are you calling me then? Call the guy who charges 25. Maybe he does a great job. I don't know, but call him. Don't try to tell me that to try to force me to do mine for 25. I don't compete with prices. It's $50 per inquiry. You need to do 5 minimum. You want to do it or not? No? Okay. Well, thank you. Have a great day. And hopefully we can help you in the future. That's it. Like, ain't no negotiation on the prices. We don't do that here. We don't negotiate. We have our prices. You go to the store, you pay that price, or you don't. You say, here's that $1. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate that. Okay. Have I heard of Cash FX? Is that a broker, or is that an actual like credit repair, or not credit repair, a forex trading company, or is that just a broker? Because I only use 3 brokers right now. Teach me the game. I'll stand in Times Square butt naked giving you props. I don't need all that, man. I don't need all that. But I appreciate that. Wells Fargo, Equifax are related. All bad. I don't, like I said, I just don't mess. I don't mess with them, man. But yeah, I appreciate y'all timing right now. It is 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna go in here and put my son to bed because he need to go to bed, man. It's time for me. Gotta go to school in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Still got responsibilities and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Real ninja-ish. Okay. But thank y'all for watching. Hopefully y'all have a great day. And see y'all in the next video. Credit's Queen. Jay out.